What's going on, everybody? Cullen The Great here, bringing you another one of my music reviews. Hell yeah! Today we're going to be talking about Russ's new track, I don't know how else to, but anyways, it's a fire track. It's really good. You know, I am a big Russ fan, but the last couple of songs he's put out there, I just haven't really been as excited about. But this track is something that I have been going crazy for. I really like the style of rapping on here. The flow that he does is just sick. The hook is incredibly catchy. I mean, it literally took one time hearing the song for me to be singing along to it, and it's just one of those, it's got such a grimy feel to it. It makes it do the stank face the whole time, and you're like, oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, his lyricism in the song is pretty good. It's your typical Russ lyrics. You know, he kind of shied away a little bit from the Y style, the Shake the Snow Globe kind of feel to it. It was more, it almost reminded me of WAP, the new song that Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion just put out. The instrumental sounds very, very similar. I went back and listened to both of them back and forth, and I was like, wow, see where Russ got his inspiration from, which I don't blame him. That's one of the hottest, most talked about songs in the world right now. So I see a lot of similarities in that instance, but he just ran away with it. He kind of has that I don't care attitude. He's going to do him. He doesn't care what people thinks. I know he's said it countless times. In his opinion, he makes timeless music. So everything he makes is something that he wants to make. It's not something that is going with the norm or going with the current trend. It's just something that he thought of and he wants to make. I know we talked about it a little bit in my last Russ song review, but one thing that's so impressive about him is that he does everything himself. He's probably got the biggest ego in the industry, but at the same time, he's kind of earned it. He deserves to have that infatuated brain, that infatuated ego. So he records, mixes, and masters all his own music. He does a lot of his shows without support. We tried to get a few of my artists on the show, and it just wasn't able to work out. The promoter said that he doesn't do any local acts. He just tours on his own. If he brings support, it's someone that he specifically chooses. He does make a lot of his own instrumentals too. I know in one of his OG songs, There's Really a Wolf, he mentions that. The best kept secret. It's kind of true. His beats are pretty fire. He's able to mix it up and kind of diversify himself in that sense. He does have one style of music that he mainly sticks to. It's that more, I don't want to say R&B, but it has that R&B feel to it with more of that rap kind of verses. So I like to say that's mainly his style, and he really shies away from it in this song and just kind of hits it hard. He goes full out rapper on here. The only critique really about this song is the second verse. You know, I was like, damn, how can this get any better? I can't wait to see what the second verse has, if this is what it sounds like. The hook, verse, hook. All right, let's go second verse. And it was kind of a letdown. The rhyme scheme and the rhythm of his delivery just doesn't sound very good. It sounds off on the beat. And granted, I know he was trying to do something a little different, but it just did not work. For the first half of the beat, it didn't really rhyme that much. It was kind of funky bars, funky rhyme scheme. And like I said, it sounded out of place. It didn't really go with the instrumental. So kind of saves it in the second half of that verse. He kind of picks it back up. Me, Myself, and I don't know a more deserving trio. Again, goes back to the things we were talking about earlier, where he mixes, masters, makes his own beats. He kind of does his own thing. Me, Myself, and I. He's really doing it all himself. So much respect to him in that sense. But at the same time, if he is doing it himself, you'd think he'd want to make sure it's perfect, and I would have gone back and fixed up that second verse a little bit. Other than that, that's really the only critique I have about this song. I haven't been able to really read the lyrics, but I thought it was really cool. But another thing that's so unique about Russ that not a lot of other musicians do is he puts out music frequently. If I did a review on every Russ song that came out since his album, I would probably have more videos on Russ song reviews alone than I have total on my channel right now. And a lot of musicians try and shy away from this because they think it takes away from the projects that they do drop. Whether that's true or not, you have split ideals on that. I do believe that you want to not post as frequently. You want to allow your music to resonate with the listener for a little bit longer. However, Russ is clearly on the other side of that, but it is working for him. The fan base that he has, it's not a cult fan base, but it's people that are going to listen to every song he drops, and they're going to listen to it repeatedly. So he doesn't have to really worry about reaching the masses as much, because his solid core fan base is going to take care of that for him. Unlike artists like Drake, where if he dropped a song as frequently as Russ, then we wouldn't have as many Drake hits as we do nowadays. Even the more mediocre ones, that's why they're so famous, that's why they're so popular, is because when people haven't heard from him in X amount of days, X amount of months, X amount of years, the first track he drops is just going to explode. And really, again, it's a split ideals on that, but I think that's a really cool thing that Russ does, is he constantly gives his fans more music. And even if he is the biggest tool in the industry, he cares about the people that listens to his music. He's constantly tweeting at them, responding to them. He's constantly putting out music. He even did a song where he recorded it on IG Live and featured his fans on there, which no other musician has done. So he does a really great job with that. I had to do a review on this because I really liked it. I really liked how grimy it was, how much it shied away from that Shake the Snow Globe feel, how it was really its own track. I would love to see more of this Russ. If he's putting out another project sometime soon, I'm hoping that it's going to have a lot more style of music like this. So that just about does it for my music review on Russ's I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, have music you want me to check out, go ahead, drop it down in the comment section below, and I will give it a listen. Once again, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and till next time, peace.